Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Today's video is going to be my ARC August TBR. So this video is a little bit late, but after Yauk, it took me a few days to get over it, and then I ended up getting sick. I literally caught a really bad cold in the middle of a heat wave. It was like 30 degrees and I had a cold. That happened. But I still have time and it's all good. The ARC August challenge is hosted by Read, Sleep and Repeat, and I thought I would take a crack at it because I've got a few ARCs. They're mostly for September and a few are for more towards the end of the year, but I kind of want to get them read and out of the way and done early, so I thought ARC August would be the perfect excuse to tackle them. I'm not sure how well this challenge is going to go because obviously I'm starting it late. I'm on a film shoot next week for 4 days, which is why I have a fringe now. Because I went to the fitting last week, which is another reason why I couldn't film. I went to the fitting last week and it's 80s and my hair wasn't 80s enough, so they cut me this interesting fringe, which will hopefully grow out very quickly. So I picked 6 of the ARCs that I have that I think I'll be able to read by the end of August, and we will see how this goes. The first book on my ARC August TBR is Competence by Gail Carriger. It's the 3rd book in the Custard Protocol series. The Custard Protocol is a spin-off from the Parasol Protectorate. It's set afterwards. It's about Prue's daughter. It's very steampunk. There's supernatural creatures in it. It's very original. It's a lot of fun. The writing style is absolutely brilliant and really fits with the book and the setting. In Competence, Prim is alone in Singapore and she must steal some helium for her airship to save it. In the process of this, she uncovers rumours about a new kind of vampire, and so she has to head to Peru. She also encounters airship pirates and strange atmospheric phenomena, and she and her crew kind of get mistaken as representatives of the Spanish Inquisition. I've actually already started this one, if by start you mean read the first chapter, but still I have started it and I'm hoping to get this one read over the weekend, and I'm going to take one of the thicker upcoming ones to set with me, and hopefully there'll be lots of reading time, but I'm not banking on it. I just really love steampunk and airship pirates. This fringe is not okay. ARC number 2 is Bellwether by Susanna Kearsley. This one really intrigued me when I got sent the press release for it, and I had to pick it up because I'm a huge history nerd and it spoke to me. It's the summer of 1759 and it's a time of war, and this young captured French-Canadian lieutenant ends up being billeted with this Long Island family. And while he's there, he is drawn to the daughter of the house, and legend has it that their love ended tragically. Centuries later, a historian unravels clues they left behind that could tell the true story. As you guys know, I'm a huge history nerd and this sounds right up my street. I love history. I don't know much about this time of history, so I'm hoping to learn some more through this book, but I'm also intrigued by the tragic love story and the clues to unravel what happened. I just did little bunny ears for no reason. ARC number 3 is Heart of Thorns by Brie Barton. I got sent this by Harper 360 and then it turned out to be in Fairyloot, and I'm just super excited to get to it already. It's not one that I had heard of before, but Shrina at Harper 360 kept posting about it on her Instagram and it kept coming up on Harper 360's Twitter, and it piqued my interest. I nearly forgot what the word was. When they sent out that press release and they released the synopsis for it, I was super intrigued by it and I couldn't resist it. Our main character Mia has pledged her life to hunting the Gwirach. I'm saying this 100% wrong. Let's go with Gwirach. Who are women who can manipulate flesh, blood, bone and breath. Unfortunately, her father announces that she's going to marry the prince, which isn't really her ideal situation. Mia starts to plot her escape, but on her wedding night she discovers that not only is she a hunter, she is a Gwirach too. And so Mia has to untangle the secrets of her past. ARC number 3 is ARC number 3, no it's not, it's number 4. Christ, I can't even count. Number 4, we're on number 4. ARC number 4 is Tempests and Slaughter by Tamora Pierce. I've only read a few of Tamora's books. They're kind of really hard to find in the UK, or at least I found them hard to find. This is the origin story of the new mayor from the New Mayor Chronicles. Aram is the youngest student at the Imperial University and he's unusually magical. He grows close to the young Prince Orzon and Varys. As Orzon gets closer to the throne and Varys gets closer to his heart, Aram realises that one day he's going to have to choose where his loyalties lie. In case anyone was wondering, I think Harper Voyager are going to be publishing or republishing some more of Tamora's books, I think, but I'm not sure. I do know that I have found it really hard to get a hold of her books here in the UK, so of course I haven't read every book she has ever written, ever, unfortunately. But I do love her books and I feel super lucky to have managed to grab an arc of Tempests and Slaughter, thanks to Vicky. I tried really hard to get one at Yelp, you guys. I tried really hard, but I have no luck with raffles. Literally didn't win anything on raffle at all for the entire weekend. I found it very hard to win anything. I have no luck. Arc number 5 is Empire of Sand by Tasha Suri. And I am really sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Struggling to even count today, let alone pronounce things. My fringe. This fringe was a mistake. I regret this. I regret all my life choices right now. I am fairly sure I'm about to pronounce the character's name wrong, so there's that. Our main character is trapped between two cultures. See how I got around having to say the main character's name when I'm not sure how to pronounce it. She's a nobleman's daughter with magic in her blood. Her father is from the ruling classes and her mother's people are outcasts. Her mother's people were Amrithi nomads who worshipped spirits of the sand. She's caught performing forbidden rites and she is brought to the attention of the Empire's most feared mystics. Said feared mystics then try to force her into their service by way of arranged marriage. Empire of Sand is Tasha Suri's debut and it's inspired by medieval India, and I'm super intrigued to find out more about it and the time period and what it was like. Nazia at Orbit sent me this and I fully trust her judgment and she says it's amazing, so it obviously is going to be amazing and I'm excited to dive into this one. The 6th and final book on my ARC August TBR is Girls of Paper and Fire. I have been super excited for this. It's one of my anticipated reads of the year. It's been on my radar since last year. Each year, 8 beautiful girls are chosen as paper girls to serve the king. It's the highest honour that there can be, but it's also the most demeaning. This year, though, there is a 9th and she's made of fire instead of paper. Leia's a member of the paper caste, which is the lowest and most persecuted caste of people in Ikehara. So 10 years ago, her mother was snatched by the guards. Her fate remains unknown. She doesn't know what happened to her. She hasn't seen her since. This time the guards are back for her because the king has heard of her rumoured beauty and it's piqued his interest. Leia's taken to the oppressive palace for training along with the 8 other girls. She has to learn the skills and charm that befit a king's consort. Leia ends up doing the unthinkable and she falls in love, and her forbidden romance becomes enmeshed with an explosive plot that could change their entire way of life. This one is definitely going to be different to everything else that is out there. It's a female fantasy, which again is something we have not seen much of before, I don't think. I've heard really good things about this. I know some people that picked up ARCs at Yelp that have already read it and have said it's amazing, so I'm super excited to dive into this one, and I've kind of thrown it in last minute because it arrived the other day and I wasn't sure I was going to get one, and I have, yay! So that is my ARC August TBR. I'll hit you guys with a wrap up at the end of the month so you guys can see how I got on and how much I got to read. I will probably tweet my progress if I remember, but I'm telling you now, when I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to say, it's really hard to remember to do things throughout the day when I'm super tired. Let me know in the comments down below which arc piques your interest the most and which one you want to read. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'll link all of my social media down below as well, along with all the links to the books that I have mentioned, so you can pre-order them or you can add them to your Goodreads shelf. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys soon.